Hey guys, I am sorry I haven't posted videos for the past couple of weeks. My dad died back in late March and I just haven't really felt like doing any videos at the moment, so I was putting that on hold for a little bit. But thank you for those of you who are still sticking around, and I am hoping to be able to get back into doing a little bit more videos for you all to enjoy, because I love gardening. I've been out in the garden because that's very therapeutic for me, but I just haven't done any videos and thought I would get back on it. On that note, this beautiful little flower is a milkweed. And this one is a red and yellow one. As you can see, I have two other different varieties. In my previous video, I had this beautiful pink one and it's starting to push out, but this one I bought at a store. So it is fully grown and flowering for me right now, whereas my other one that I transplanted into the ground last year is just barely sending up new shoots. What I've also noticed is that it's sending out some seed pods. Here you can see, and I've been waiting for it to slowly open, and it looks like it's about ready, so I'm going to harvest it before it goes to full-blown open and then it self-seeds. I love this color, and this beautiful flower attracts a lot of butterflies, so I do want to have more of it around the property just for the flower purposes and also the wildlife that it brings into the garden. You can see here there's more seed pods. This one here, it's not ready to open up, and I've got some young ones over here. So what I'm going to do today is remove the seed pod and then take it over an area where I have it all prepped and ready to put the seedling in. So I'm going to take you guys over there now. Alright, for my seedling trays, I've decided I wanted to use more of these tubs which has a lid on it, and then I can control the humidity, letting air in and out, as opposed to doing it indoor, which takes a lot of room, and I don't have that much room. So right now you can see I've actually grown, this is passion fruit. It is, these are all seedlings. So I need to transplant these, but you can see the fertilizer I use is more of a topsoil. It's actually good for seedling soil, and it actually stays pretty moist for the most part, unless you let it really get dried out. You can see on this side though, it's starting to dry out really bad on the top, and you don't want to do that. You want it to make sure it stays consistently moist. You can see I've got some other seedlings coming out over here. So here's the seed pod. I'm just going to basically sprinkle it, open it, and sprinkle it all over here. I don't think I've ever seen what the seed pod looks like. This is kind of a first time too. They almost look like pepper seeds, but just color. So I'm going to sprinkle it all around here. They have these little strings attached to them. Maybe that's what helps with the wind taking them. So I think I got all the seeds in here. So I'm just spreading it out kind of evenly. And then just going to sprinkle a little bit of the topsoil over top of them. And because the soil is still moist, I'm just going to leave it like that. Just lightly tap it in, and then keep it moist and come and spray it when it gets too dry. And that's all I do when I start seedling. I've realized that seedling is very intimidating, especially for me, so I try to keep it as simple as possible. So as long as they stay moist just like this, hopefully they will germinate, and then I'll get more of the milkweed. So easy peasy. And then I will come and update when they take, and then I'll retransplant them. Like I said, again, in a couple weeks, I'll probably transplant these passion fruit. And then I have my jackfruit over here, which I desperately need to pot them up and give them some fertilizer. They've been in here for almost, I would say, about 8 months now, so they're about ready to go. You can see some of them I've let stress out so much to where they lost their leaves, like this one here, but it's pushing out new growth from these little nodes right there, so I know it's still alive and doing. Not well, but it's still doing. Just like me, I guess. We're all chugging along in life. So we are going to pot these up probably in the next couple of weeks or not. I do have a trip coming up, but after that trip we should be home for a little while, so this is my next project, is to pot up all these jackfruit. That is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody. Hey guys, on a side note, this is my milkweed. It is pushing new growth from last year's plant. Milkweeds are perennial in my zone. I garden in zone 8A now. And you can see I left the stem from last year here just so I can know where the plant is and not inadvertently dig and destroy the root system. So definitely a good thing to either put a flag or a marker down if you don't remember those plants that grow from pushing new growth from the bottom up. So these are all new shoots that are coming up for another milkweed. This is the orange variety, and then the pink variety is over here. It's pushing out new growth too, but sadly it looks like something ate the top of one of them. So Mother Nature inadvertently tip prune it for me. Look right there. So something came and ate that. So what's going to happen, it's going to send 2 new shoots on the side, so I don't have to top it, so maybe you'll get more. Again, I left the stem from last year, so I kind of knew where the plant was. And you can see another stem here, and then one more little new growth right here pushing through. And this is the pink variety that is on my previous video. Just want to show you that it is perennial in some zones, so be good to know to place a marker. Alright, that's it. I just want to show you that quick little piece, and the garden is slowly coming in. You can see here, along with weeds and everything, I've got to get everything under control. And then hopefully I can do a late spring video when a couple more things are pushing out. The only flower that I have right now are the roses that are starting to bud. The Austin rose that I have over here, this is Julia Child, I believe. She's doing really good. You can see she's giving me flowers already. Look at this beautiful, beautiful, almost like a buttery yellow flower. Smells like licorice, but you can see I already have the dreaded black spots on the leaves. I try to contain it, and I try to keep the bottom so that it's a little bit more airy. But you can see no matter what you try to do, if you try to grow roses in our garden, it's one of those things that you just have to contend with. Either you like it and you gotta just take the good with the bad, I guess. So this one definitely has a lot of black spots on it, and I was trying to keep the bottom a little bit more flowy so air can come through and help with that. So I think I'm going to come in and remove all these yellow leaves you see here. It's causing issue, and hopefully it'll continue to bloom and flourish and survive. But so far it looks like it's doing really good. Alright, now that is it. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.